I'm Kanchi, the Tech Pro, and today we are going to start with the introduction of one-to-many and many-to-one relationship in Hibernate using Spring. I'm excited about this because there are many things that has been confusing to many programmers, both expert programmers and new programmers. There's a whole lot of confusion out there in how to manage relationships, how to do entity relationship in Spring application. And this is for Java programmers, for beginners, for experts, for intermediates. This is what we are going to cover. We are going to take it step by step. I recommend you subscribe to my channel because this is not easy. It took me a very long time to come out with a clear explanation of all these concepts. It's going to be bit by bit, maybe less than 5 minutes per lesson. We are going to take it bit by bit, and you are going to understand everything about relationships in Hibernate. We're going to have an introduction. We are going to set up the application, configure H2 database, then look at the various annotations out there you use to manage relationships in Spring Boot using Hibernate. One-to-many, many-to-one, join column, JSON manage reference, JSON back reference, CascadeType, how to delete. There are a whole lot of things we are going to discuss. So please click on subscribe button and activate the notification so that you don't miss anything, because we are going to take it step by step with no steps skipped. Again, if you subscribe, you motivate me to keep making these lessons. And if you have any question at all, any challenges following this course, leave a comment for me and tell me this is your recommendation and I'm going to respond to you. Now let's quickly get started. This is what we are going to be working with. We are going to build a system like this, and there's one error called infinite recursion. I'm going to show you how to manage this kind of error. If you go back, you can see that in number 21, you see infinite recursion problem. How do we manage a situation whereby one entity relates to one entity and gets child entities, and that child entity have child entities that also relate to the previous entity. So we are going to build. Now I have this in database, relational database like SQL Server. This is not a problem. But in application using Spring Boot Hibernate, we do ORM mapping whereby we map our class to the entities. We map a class to the table. So if you have a users table, you need to have a class, also called users. But in case of Spring, you don't need to build any table. The tables will be created automatically for you, provided you do the right thing, the correct mapping in the relationship. For the relationship. Sorry for this interruption. So I'll recommend you follow along in your computer. In the description box, you will find a place I put the step-by-step. It may not be complete by now, but as time goes on, I'll be updating the steps so that if you miss out something, you can look for the step to follow. You'll see the code snippets as well. And ask me for help if you have any problem following the lessons at all. So let's get started. Let me put away this presentation and let's get started. Now we complete the first part, the introduction. You know what we want to do now. Let's now quickly get started to part 2, and that should be setting up.